Bilateral RDL. Now, this can be performed with 2 dumbbells or 2 kettlebells, but I've only got 1 kettlebell, so I'll be using 2 dumbbells. So, for this movement, we start from the top, we slightly bend the knees, and then as we begin, we slowly lower down, down, down to about mid-shin and lift up. Again, bend the knees, maintain good posture, hips go back, and thrust up. Some things to keep in mind when performing this exercise: you should feel majority of the weight on your heel. And secondly, and more importantly, your hips should be going back, all right? They shouldn't just be coming down into a squat. This movement is focusing specifically on just movement through the hip. Yes, we have a slight bend in the knees in the setup, but the rest of the movement only occurs through the hip as you come down. You should feel a great deal of stretch on your hamstrings. If you don't, then you're potentially not leaning back and leaning on your heels, and that's something to keep in mind. Otherwise, lower the weight and try practice on that movement. Something you can keep in mind is you can imagine there's a wall behind you and you're trying to push your hips back to touch the wall. That's generally a good cue to use to help feel the weight in your hips.